What's up, YouTube? This is Station here, and this is going to be episode 11 of season 2 of my Dress Up Darling. So, if any one of you have not caught up on my recent community post, I'm pretty sure like it kind of speaks for itself. So I was really thinking about just skipping out on this, doing a reaction to this for at least this week because of this some of the most depressing and deranged things I've seen on the internet. And I'm pretty sure you know what the deal was, but so I don't need to say it on here. But but other than that, yeah, I decided to just go ahead with it because why not? Anyways, so last time nothing happened. Nothing happened. No, literally nothing happened. Okay. Gojo didn't do anything to her. Okay, let's joke it aside. Gojo didn't do anything to her, despite all that, because she just literally misread everything. And I've seen people trying to defend this, which is understandable. But it's still all the more reason to point out how stupid it was. Like how would you make this poor judgment about just taking a mere look and just seeing that, oh, he wasn't buying those aphrodisiac sort of supplements, whatever the hell those are. And she should have thought about this dude more. Like, why would he of all people just jump to that? She wasn't thinking with any common sense there. Like someone like him, like, do you really think he's just gonna jump to that? Just right? It's like it's like jumping from point A to point E, if you want to put it like that. Because you're not even going out either. You're not even dating. That's another thing. So why would you even go? There? Yeah, I know he's not even that kind of guy. Like, yeah, a lot of the stuff with cosplay is pretty raunchy and all, but that doesn't mean he necessarily is. Oh, for Gojo, yeah, first time he playing a horror visual novel. Poor dude. I mean, well, I hope it's not mentally scarred for life, I guess. And at least that's good. I mean, it's kind of funny to see how how Shinju and the others was geeking out about it, about the whole twist with the novel. That should be an actual visual novel, by the way. Please someone tell Aniplex and all of them to at least market something like that shit. Like, that'd be actually fucking lit. That would actually be fun to do. But yeah, that's nothing. Well, of course there's a little scene there, but it was to me where, with Marine saying something to her, but like I didn't feel like there was much either. That's how insignificant. That's how much less invested I am with that sort of attempt to develop the romance. Which again, goes back to my issue with, like, you might as well just have it be about cosplay, and you can say and you can say, yeah, that's what it's doing. But why is it trying to do that on this? Why are they trying to focus a lot of that on the side if that shit's not working out properly? Like, if there is more of a lenience to a gag, like, those sort of the ones that really focus on a gag every 5 minutes or so, like maybe Sekotai Yakudomo, or like the Art Club Has a Problem, or something like that, or even Maki, for example. That's very comedy centric, although it does have its really genuine moments, which is why I really enjoyed that. I wish I finished the reaction content on that, but I wasn't. I just kind of fell off with that. So yeah, that's the issue with this. I know people. I would be really surprised. I'd be really surprised. Well, actually, I shouldn't be surprised if people actually like this even more after that episode. I didn't. But at least I want to see where I'm at with this one. Once there's only like only one more episode after this, and then like I thought it was gonna be I thought it was gonna be like 13 episodes, but no, that's I was actually thinking of the other one. But anyways, let's get to it. Ooh, like, jeez, I have a lot of stuff that I didn't probably take care of yet, but I think I should be fine. Hold on, is this working all right? All right. I should really cut my hair after later next week. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna leave this shit here. All right. 3, 2, 1. Let's jam. Oh yeah, wasn't it that? Oh yeah, they're going back to that shit with Akira. Seems like it. These are bad parents, by the way. Mm. I didn't think anything good would ever happen to me. Sorry, I was piping some shit. Oh, they're at the ranch market. I know this because I know how to. I used to go to these a lot, and then like we do see how exactly those Chinese supermarkets be laid out. It doesn't necessarily need to be Chinese. It could be like any Asian supermarket. But you managed to get her on there. So what's the deal? Why do they why did they use the new type sense sound effects? Are they just addicted to that? Why? Why? Sorry, I'm just when y'all like just geeking out over cosplay. I'm just like, okay, I'm just here. Chest and baby, your chest and her childlike face. Yes, guys, flat is justice. Don't at me. Do not even object to that. So good then. Hmm. You've been doing it ever since he was young. Five times is, of course they had to. Oh, that's also wait. That's how those things stay on. I've always wondered why they stay how they stay on like that. I didn't want to say sensitive shit, so I never asked about it. But okay, something new. I forgot about this, but anyway, wait. I should have figured. Just oh, okay. That's just how they do. That's how they do it. Well, yeah, obviously. Did that? I mean, come on. If y'all seen a lot of those pictures, a lot of those Cosby pictures around, did that ever stop them from doing what they want to do? But I guess like some are that passionate enough that they want to look as close to the character as possible. I kind of respect that. Mm-hmm. That's pretty nice. Oh, we saw them in the first episode. First episode of the season, I meant. Because of what you were restrained, that's what you ended up doing. Because her family sucks. We'll never watch anime or buy any more manga because they think it's for kids. They're literally fucking boomer ass mentality. I'm sorry I have to say, but like it's fucking shit. That's how she met them. That's how she became acquainted with them. I personally believe you're never too old to enjoy anime and manga. You could be a you could be literally a fucking grandfather and that's fine and that's perfectly fine. That's my belief. But I hope I and I want to stay true and I want to stay true to that belief myself. Wow. Okay, that looks actually fucking nice. No, this is actually a nice episode. You know, with both with Akira and Akira and Julia having their own sort of restraints at hand, but then realizing, oh yeah, I do actually like this. I don't need to feel too reserved because people are not gonna because there are people out there that are not gonna have a negative impression about it. So yeah, that was a great. This is a yeah, that's a really good segment right here. Yeah, that kind of effect does work. Oh, what is this? What is this? What is this? An official audit? An official shooting audition? Please do not. Please do not. Please not. I swear, like, I hope it's not the. I hope it's not the funny shit with like barely passing. We gotta. And they're going off. Okay. I mean, the last time I think okay, the last time we did it, we saw Maureen do it, and she did it, of course, pretty flawlessly. Or actually, I don't know. Oh yeah, that was the same one. Okay. It's just herself. That's the big question. That's kind of insane considering the kind of popularity she already has. Even then, even if it's just kind of like local, even if it's to a local circle of sorts. I was literally mentioning about this. It don't matter what your age is. It's fine. This is when the show is at its best, when it wants to express him in like that, you know, when it's not trying to delve into the useless, into some of the needless stuff. Uh, Fucking for Mr. Krabs is like, I like money. Oh, well, uh, I I can kind of relate, except I was spending them on except me back then I was spending on some really on some worse stuff. Both failures as adults. Hey, thanks for joining me, my circle. Just kidding. Mm, oh, that can't. I don't think she ever properly state. Um, Dear my dress up darling. Well, I can predict the season three being announced right after that one. Um. All right. So about the episode itself, uh, not as much. I actually since this was actually a pretty solid episode. I will say that when it's not, I don't want to sound like an asshole, but like when it's less focused on Kitagawa and Gojo deal and all that, when it was focusing on Juju and Akira sort of bit, and I like that sort of deal where there's something holding you back, where there's something how personal it is, whether it's because somebody told you not to, or it's your own sort of mental walls, they would say it, or your own mental hurdles, your own the obstacles that you kind of said, and it's okay to have that. I mean, as long as there's a good reason for it. Because like, how long do you want to do? How long do you want to go along with it, or am I allowed to do to enjoy this? Akira's situation fucking sucks though. Her parents don't want to let her watch anime or read manga. Are you kidding me? Like, I can get the like from just a very broad sort of justification, I would say. They were saying like they would think like, oh, it's going to have a negative influence on her. It's so strict and all, and like I'm not saying, and I'm pretty sure most parents are like that. But like, is it really for the better for the kids? Is it really gonna? Is that really all? Like, if they somehow are successful following under your orders, sure, but are they truly happy if that's the case? Like, when success like when you put aside like, oh, are they successful in life? Are they actually happy? Like we gotta think about like when you're talking about their terms of success, like, oh, they get a like graduate school, get a college degree or something like that, all that basic stuff. But when you're not, but if it's coming at the cost of like wanting to enjoy stuff that during your pastime, but you're not allowed to because no says no because I said so. What's the point? Like, my parents know I watch anime, read manga. They don't care. They shouldn't care. Because like, I shouldn't care if they're watching Korean drama behind, in the back. I don't care, even though I don't like that shit. Like, why would I like if they were supposed, like, they're given the reasoning, like, if I don't care about what they gonna watch, which would seem all weird to me, why should they? It's just the equivalent exchange. It's not even a case of we shouldn't even use this exchange of like, because I'm the one with the higher order of voice in the house or the residence. Like, no, that can only do so much without some issues. So no, parents should not. Now, parents should be able to should take the responsibility though to make sure their kids do not get into some stuff that would be very problematic. Like, no, when I mean legitimately problematic. What the fuck is with this ad block plus, man? Like that, and that's where they should at least draw the line. Draw the line. Like, when they're older enough, when they're allowed to be exposed, when they can allow to be explore those sort of things. And I don't like it when because I also, on the flip side, I don't like it when parents are lazy and they just let their kids do whatever they want, to the point where we're having these people advocating for the government doing the babysitting, doing the childcare for them. Childcare protect kids. It's not really protecting. It's just making shit worse. It's exposing them to even more. It's exposing them to even more trouble. So, but like, so it's not just like, it's not like a black and white deal. Like, parents have to at least, depending on how they believe, depending on what the situation is, know when to step in and try to protect their kids, or when to just allow their kids do what they want, as long as they're enjoying it, as long as it's okay. And it's sad that Akira's parents don't recognize that. It's a shit deal on her, and no wonder why she can't get along with Maureen. Her parents didn't let her get along with just watching anime or reading manga at all. So at least I guess that's explanation of sorts, even if we never get the actual, like, regardless of whether we get that actual explanation, like a definitive explanation. Well, Juju was just like, oh, some people are just not compatible. That's just a simple deal. I mean, it's kind of pretty straightforward. Although I feel like Akira just makes it so makes it so needlessly complicated, and like it's understandable if it's like, yeah, I don't particularly like. It's like I don't particularly like it. Although I can understand her position considering what they gave us. I mean, yeah, most people would be a little uncomfortable to hang around with Mario like that. I would be a little. It would be a little uneasy for me at first to at least try to hang out with someone like that. So we get okay. So then Juju's position. She what's holding her back is like, is she still gonna be happy like moving forward with this cosplaying and stuff? It's not like anyone told her not to. It's her own deal. Like, will she still be happy? Like, how long can she move on with it? And the thing is, she never really spoke with any of the older ones. She's kind of been doing that shit on her own, and I kind of get why, like, doing a lot of things on your own, that happiness might not last very long. So guys, when you're enjoying something or anime, manga wise, or whatever you do, at least try to share that sort of enjoyment with others. Don't try to keep it to yourself. I mean, it doesn't always need to be someone in real life. It can be even just online. I mean, I know there's the whole risk and controversy with online, but there you could, like, if you could still find that sort of comfort, like, of sharing those sort of thoughts with others who genuinely wanted to share their own as well. That's a good thing. So yeah, that part was really good. There isn't much else to say. Like, when as I said before, when this show isn't really focusing on the Gojo Marin sort of romance, try to attempt at romance sort of deal, the show's a lot better. It is. It generally is. But you're saying, like, but the romance is only the side. I mean, they rather not try much of it at all. Then it should be something that should be developed on the side, and I don't think that it. And for me, I don't think they really do that. They try to make it too much. Like, that's why the last episode really annoyed me. It's like, why are we trying to force this deal with it? And I don't care about, like, how the cliche and all that. Now that's another thing. That can be a differing personal deal between you, me, and others. But I'm just asking, like, you might as well just not have that, because it's not really benefiting anything in terms of what the main idea is, which is cosplay and other related things. And when I feel like when it focuses more on that, the show is much better. When it's not, it's at the bottom tier. I'm not saying the romance started out bad. It had good intentions, and then it just, I don't know, it just fumbled at one point. I mean, I don't think there was like a clear point of drop or anything. I don't think there is any like clear cut point of where it starts to really go spiral downwards. But when you feel like when the will they won't they game starts getting exasperating, it starts getting exasperating. But you're feeling like, but then you're thinking like, oh, but the manga's not really that much more than 100 chapters. I think the development shouldn't be that bad. I mean, yeah, but like when you consider how they play with that too much, like, I'm okay with like these slow burn romance if they take a longer time, but sometimes it's just like the development is the development would be so uneven. Like, if it's at a stall and then all of a sudden it tries to jump to the conclusions to try to make for quick gratification, yeah, that's not working. If that's what the series would when this series would end up doing that, that's not a good thing. And as much good as I do say about this, I don't really, again, aside from Juju and maybe her sister, I don't really get much of an impression from any of the other side characters, to be honest. Just her. Because again, I've already stated this before, her situation feels a lot more like relatable to at least, I'm not saying like, oh, I completely relate. It's just something like I can kind of like more understand, because it feels like it hits or hit. It feels closer to home and sort of deals. Like I've seen other people kind of go through this or something like that. I've heard of other people going through this. I've talked with people who said their own stories on that. So yeah, that's why whenever she's there, she has her segments. It really clicks for me. When it's not, it's just like it's a mixed bag at best. I don't want to act like this that her stand or something, but it's just how it is. Like at one point, I was trying to root for Mario for Kitagawa and Gojo. Gojo's at least is his work is admirable, but I don't. But in terms of the romantic development, whatever romantic development he's trying to have with Kitagawa, I feel like it's just overshadowing too much of whatever I do enjoy. So that's just my honest stance on this, because this is a series that I know could be much better. Y'all can spray all the animation power you can have with this, but if it feels like the elements are not clicking there, I don't know. I can't give as much benefit of doubt with that. But like, I'm not gonna complain. Like, I just regret that in the end I don't have much to comment in the end. So this video could just end up so boring, and I do apologize on that. I'm not as reactive as the other reactors. I'm pretty sure by this point, for the most recurring subscribers, y'all should already be familiar with that by now. If you're not, then I don't know what the hell you were doing. Anyways, that's gonna do it. Smash that like button, know what you think in the comments below. Follow me on Twitter, support the YouTube channel, join Discord server, share the video around, all that other good stuff. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today on My Dressed Up Darling. Restation signing off. See you next time. Take care, stay safe, and have a great day. Peace out.